do a lot of research, asking from one place to another. So I want to get closer to that place. The more closer I have to that place, I believe the more closer I have to that place. I did not stop there. I went to aviation school in Zaria, Nigerian College of Aviation and Technology, Zaria. I got a flight attendant training. I was trained as a flight attendant. I did not have a degree. So I got that. After getting that, because they had some fleet, I applied. I was the first to be employed among like 15 of us that went there for interview. So they recruited 4 of us. So I started with custom. Being a cabin crew, I'm very close to cockpits. I can feel, the cockpits. So after getting my license, after getting the job, I started. In 2006, I started writing scholarship, looking for scholarship, sponsorship letter. I wrote my state governor, I wrote some ministry. Disappointments. They were like, where do you want to get this money from? She's not our relative. How are we going to train her? But my dear brother and sister, giving up was not in my dictionary. Some will even look at you, you feel embarrassed. But my sister, those embarrassments giving me more energy. I so much believe in myself, and I believe in the goal I've set for myself. But I was looking for this scholarship, at the same time I was developing myself. I started my scar story. I'm sure that my
Sorry. Hello guys, can you help us? Let's just show some deference to the people on the stage, please. Thank you. Thank you.
So they have said a lot about scars in every business, not just related to catering and all that. But I'm going to say something very brief. All right. So for me, I would say that at times when you are just starting up, people, it's not because they look down on you. No, I believe it's because they have other brands that they have trusted in the past. So you need to position yourself strategically so that they can also trust your brand enough. Before now, if we go for an event, that's just for example, and when we get to the venue, we already know the brands that we use table setups and all that. So for the very first time, I got a very big event, and when I got to the venue, for caterers, you already know, I'm going for this event, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So I already, even items I didn't have at that time, I rented them so that I could at least show that, we can do this as well and all that. But imagine you getting to the venue and you're like, no, you are not going to be at the front, you are going to be at the back. God, as in, I cried my life out. But like she said, we die there. Like you keep at it. Ensure that you grow, you ensure that you put your effort in anything. Once you don't give up. Today, I can tell you that when we get to the event, they will even put us at VIP. And now we have all those things that we have rated in the past. So please keep at it.
Thank you so very much. A round of applause for all my panelists, please. And John Toriono, a round of applause for my panelists. So what I'm going to do is to see if there are a couple of questions. And this couple of questions that I'm encouraging is primarily, I can see you, that's cool. It's primarily about businesses, right? Like I said, there must be some vision in the mind of the convener to not just celebrate those who have experienced scars and are now shining, but to help inspire a new generation of us, right? Where young people will not be deterred by their scars or by the challenges, but they keep at it and then they succeed. So my hope is that we'll get a couple of questions and that the feedback or the responses you're going to get will help inspire you to your own success story. So I saw a lady raise, okay, that's one. Any more, just so I can acknowledge? Any more hands? Just one. Oh, two, that's cool. Okay, there's three. So I'm happy to bring the mic. Oh, she's the lady. My eyes, man, I thought it was someone else. Okay, please, your name and then your question. If you are directing it to any of my panelists, just say, it is general. Okay.
What protocols do we observe? Miss
This is your
Ambassador.
name, Malu.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Ambassador Farida isn't here at the moment, but during her address, she mentioned something. She said, if you have discovered your purpose, also be open to be rediscovered. And during the course of this, I would like to ask this question as an entrepreneur and as an upcoming livestock entrepreneur in the agro business. As an entrepreneur, how do you manage the pressure of being compared to more established competitors while still allowing your business to grow at its own pace, considering the fact that we are also open to being rediscovered?
Okay, so
Amalazone, thank you.
okay, Amalazone. So Amalazone, how do you swim the tide, particularly when the expectation is against bigger brands? You can go to your say is one, yeah. So you just go ahead.
That question is a bit somehow to me. When I first started my business, my belief is it's only me. I don't even think there's any competitor anywhere. Because my consistency is what I digest there. I didn't believe in any competitor. I'm just doing my own thing with all my energy, with all the forces that I have in me. So it's like passion, and I now put my passion into business. You see me, I love fashion as well. So I now put my fashion in my business. Everything now shaking me.
Thank you so very much.
So never believe in any competitor. Do your own thing. They will fetch you out anywhere you are. Let me tell you something. You're welcome, Miss Aigbe. When I came to Nigeria a few months ago for our mother's burial, I have some people, some friends, they called me, they say, you are doing this amala for you. They started believing in me. When some people invited me to come and cater for their party, I said, what happened? They are interested. They said, because I always start myself as what? I don't believe, like, if you say, she can't do it, I will do it. All this shana, 5 million. I went there. I see things with my koro eyes. But when I came back, I shocked so many people. I stuck inside my niche. When I got there, I saw so many things. I said, somebody said, when you get there, you can get carried away. Don't get carried away when you get to China. I went to one place. I said, something said, not sure. I went inside my niche when I got there. As a caterer, I look for things that my colleague will need, things that woman will need at home. I got there, I said I want quality pots, I want quality cutleries. I need what? Uncle, on Instagram. I did content 3 days ago. What did I say? I saw a man selling car. I didn't even know that man from nowhere. But eventually I was told he's Steel Autos. It's an inspiration for me on that content. That guy run mad as a content person. When he ran mad, he started touching all his car. This is what he will do. This is the car. What do you wear? I tap into it. Not in a positive way, but for content purpose. I sat down with my partner. I said, let's do something. He said, what is it that is what? We need to content. This container that is coming, we must sold out. He said, my brother, 40 plate dining set, 400 each of that color. He sold out. By the time I slept and wake up in the morning, I used to go viral, but this one is different. That plate is 32 pieces, my brother. When we got to China, I saw different things. Even me, I'm guilty. You will be at home, you will realize that when you see something they're selling online, you say, I need it. Guess what? It's not about selling it. It's about content you put on that thing that will change up the person that wants to buy it. My brother, I sold 350 already.
Wow.
He sold out. And you know, customers, once they send you message, they just won't respond immediately. síbẹ̀ ni I did not sleep.
Thank you. Thank you. A round of applause for our place.
Consistency is the key,
Yeah.
my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Ẹ̀rọ rí mọ́, wọ́n bá pé millions, you will excel.
Thank you. Thank you. And I think something else from there that she said at the beginning is that focus is a dangerous thing. It's powerful. You know? There's this saying I heard a long time ago that resonates in my mind. That true focus, water cuts through the rock. Focus is a dangerous thing. It's a powerful weapon in the hand of a skilled person. Alright, so stay focused. I have 2 more questions and then we're going to wrap up. I'll come to you. Let's indulge the ladies, if you don't mind. Yeah, there are 2 ladies wearing glasses. So let's pick them, maybe one after the other. I would ask you to please one question where our time is up. Afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you. Good afternoon again. I want to say that the project person for Birthday Radio.
Okay.
Now I'm coming out because we have entrepreneurs here.
Okay.
And I'm coming out as the CEO, White Bell Property Nigeria Limited. And I'm directing my question as the realtor, estate agent, and all of that. Madam, your start to shine story is truly inspiring, and again, this is telling me to do more. Now, I started selling 400 naira per plot, and these lands, they are not for me. Yeah, so I would go to companies that sell and say that, please, I want to sell this land. I'll go there, make videos, maybe 1 or 2 plots. But to the glory of God, today I started taking lands for 50 million, 100 million. Now, the question I want to ask you, man, is sometimes they'll tell you like when you go to estate agents to deal with them. How about some of these lands? You go to the land ministry, you want to do your chart and all of that, and you find that the land you already have a buyer for is not even well charted.
Thank you so much, Ma. It's good to see a fellow lady realtor here. Can we give her a round of applause? Okay. This challenge happens all the time.
Okay.
And I was hoping you're going to ask a question, but since you didn't ask, I will answer. As a business person, as an entrepreneur, especially in the real estate world, there are people that you cannot but have on your team. The first person is a lawyer. You have anyhow, see, you don't have to put the person on your payroll. You can be a consultant, a retainership. But my dear sister, my dear brother, in most businesses, even as a food industry, you need a lawyer because there are some contracts that you, the layman, will not understand. There are some things you need a legal practitioner for. So if you cannot afford to have them on your payroll, by all means, have them as on the retainer or consulting level. Now, number 1, lawyer. Number 2, a surveyor that will work with you. That will save you a lot of stress. So my dear sister, first and foremost, because you are in real estate, if you want to be in real estate for a long time and not just chop some commission and run away, then you will take this chatting thing and due diligence very seriously. Now, Ma, please, before you take any client to any property, the minute you yourself are going to look at it first, carry a surveyor. Not even you that will do the wahala. He will go there and do all this search and ensure that they are not giving you flying coordinates. What is flying coordinates? What is on ground? This is the Keja, have you? The land can be in the and documents will show you again. That's flying coordinates. So my dear sister, you need to work with a surveyor so that your own name will not be solved in the game. So don't forget what I said. You need a lawyer and a surveyor. And before you take any clients anywhere, ensure that you have done the research. So when you are taking the clients, you are showing him your own reports from your lawyer and surveyor. First of all, before he now does his research.
Thank you so very much. The gentleman there, thank you.
Yes, and community due diligence too.
Alright.
The barriers, just make some inquiries too.
Please, sir, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon once again. My name is still Regis Weeding on the business, a part of the business. There, it's business, but I don't want to go into the line of the filmmaking and all. But this business, because I've been a CEO of a company, I think this year will be 3 decades now. That's I'll be calling myself as the CEO. My colleagues and my boss Surulere since 1996 till this moment, Kososhi bread. So if anyone is in Agoda or you lives around Agoda, Surulere, till this date, is in Ayitoro. So I started the bakery in 1996. But the question I want to ask, 2 years ago, I opened another bakery. Now named the bakery because that one is Kososi bread to date. But I now named that as Lala bread because I want to use advantage of the name to venture into the business too. So, but having hearing this, and I want to ask because I had an experience that 2 years ago when I wanted to open that branch. I want to ask, is it true that if you are yet to get a loan to add to your business, you are not yet to start to call yourself a businessman or a businesswoman or a CEO? Is it true?
Okay, that's question. Thank you so very much. I'll direct
our dear actor. Anyway, Egon, yes, looking at it from a business angle, I think what you're saying is just an aberration. It's just about you listening to Otedola that wrote a book call it making it big or something. There's no basis for you to compare yourself that with somebody that his father gave thousands of dollars year back, and for you that doesn't have a helper. There's an adage that says if you don't have a helper, you should have sense. Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth. You have to do things differently because the truth is that taking loan in this economy and in this society, you can't compare it to the developed world. So that is why you have to cut your clothes according to your coat according to your clothes, because it remains the fact that you have to make maximum use whatsoever you have. And the truth remains that ever since my years of success in business, I will tell you that I'm just getting my personal house this year. I will open it in the next 2 weeks in Millennium Estate in Bagada, which I had access to years back. But put away your comforts. Put that away first. Ensure you put all resources on the table. I mentioned about you doing things differently because the fastest selling idea in the world, is creativity. You have to be creative. What can I do differently? Everybody's selling bread. What input do you want to make? You know what I'm saying? So how can my bread be different from others? What recipe can I introduce that others doesn't have? And let me chip in this. Because of my business acumen, apart from my personal business, 2 different companies made me their CEO, consulting me when it comes to business. Additional Logistics and Ola Nigeria Limited. These are 2 great companies. One operates from the US, India, and Germany, the logistic company. So all these things, it's about how you manage your resources. For now, conveniently, banks give a loan. They will run after you. Only if they are sure that you have something you say. Let bank run after you. Don't run after them.
Thank you.
When they look at your turnover, banks will come. But what will guarantee you good turnovers is your creativity. The creativity you put into your business. What are you able to do differently?
Thank you.
I will give you good instances. We have a lot of tailors, but what is Sheyi Bodi doing differently? Are you getting what I'm saying? Who is Sheyi Bodi's uncle? Who is his dad? He doesn't have any. Pikin wey no get backbone, get sense. We get sense. So let's start emulating this. Let's see good businessman, successful businessman that has, gotten to that level. And this thing, there's this thing about businessmen, which I want every one of us to imbibe. At 20s, you learn the art. At 30s, master the art. Do the art. At 40s, master the art. At 50, mentorship. Get people to mentor. Yoruba will say, please, that is the best thing we can do to salvage their society.
Thank you so very much, sir. Madam Kafila, just hold on. Madam Kafila, any additional comment on ease?
Yes, I'm going to say that you should own your journey. The fact that everyone believes, or some set of people believe, that you have to get a loan before you can grow or something. No, we don't have the same story. I have my story, and just own it and be rest assured that you get it. But one thing again is perseverance. If you persevere, whatever it is that you think that you cannot get with your money, I'm sure that with time and with growth, you're going to get it eventually. Then refund policies. I want to say something about it. As young business owners, I see a lot of people put no refund policy on their payments and all of that. I think it's a red flag for some people. Don't be rigid about your policies while putting them together. Ensure that you are being considerate. What you cannot buy, you don't sell. So by the time you grow with such instincts, because for some people when they say no refund, they are scared of what to even put to you, because so peace over all, network when necessary. Don't keep your mouth shut. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. When you walk into a room, talk to people, let them know what you're doing. By the time I leave there, you must be able to say that this is what I do. I am a food caterer and I'm the alone jobber, the Imperial Fed vendor here. Thank you.
Thank you. 60 seconds, ma. 60 seconds, ma.
Like what she said, Mr. Lala, because you're a baker, I want to add a little thing toward your business. Have you considered adding moi moi and akara in front of your bakery? I swear, you will make money. Come about bread, wara akara, wara moi moi. Can you add that to your bakery? Hire people to do it in front of your bakery. Baba share bread, wara akara, wara moi moi. Trust me, you will sell.
Just to say as a round up, I think
all right,
guys, hello, yeah, I mean,
thank you, Decorum, please, can we, thank you,
hello,
thank you so very much, thank you.
First is to thank my very eminent, very skilled, very knowledgeable panelists. The truth is, the conversations wouldn't have made sense.
All right, thank you so very much. Thank you, sir.
I can kneel down to beg you, John Torreon, please. Just two or 3 days ago, the president of France was at an event in Kenya, and people were making so much noise. The president of a country had to go there and beg that just show some bit of respect to those on the stage. So I want to say thank you for your time and attention. Emma Binoba, take time in. God bless you. And to my panelists, God bless you too. Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much. A round of applause for them. Ladies and gentlemen, the pictures. While that was going on, we have the CEO, Spanner Eco, an online mechanic.